to the first 12 minutes. And the boss man, Joe Lacob, joining us coming up next.
Get paid in full.
Dub Nation, let's welcome out to the floor your Warriors Stitch team.
It feels like something's heating up.
All my fellas.
It feels like something's heating up.
All my ladies.
It feels like something's heating up. Can I leave with you? And ladies, I don't know what I'm thinking about. Really living with you. Feels good, don't it? Come on. It feels like something's heating up. Come on. Can I leave with you?
I don't know what I'm thinking about. Just hold it down.
Fans, let's hear it one more time for your Warriors Stitch team.
Getting ready to start the second quarter with the Blazers up 10. Bob Fitzgerald, Kelena Azubuike, as Steve Kerr has the Warriors undefeated in preseason, but preseason records do not matter. As we said, Phoenix and Milwaukee didn't win a preseason game last year at all. They met in the finals. So, as a player, what were you trying to get out of preseason?
I was just trying to get in the right frame of mind for the regular season. How am I going to get my points in the regular season? What am I going to do to be effective night in and night out defensively, getting rebounds? How many rebounds can I average per game as Covington gets a pretty nice putback? Got to be ready for all of that. And make sure the coaches know exactly what they're going to get out of you night to night so they can trust you.
So Jordan Poole and Iguodala with Bjelica, Damian Lee, and Otto Porter Jr. I think also Steve Kerr's been experimenting with different combinations and who's going to handle the ball at certain times. Bjelica hits the three. So Norman Powell, bothered by Bjelica, and Iguodala will push ahead. Otto Porter loves the corners. A rare miss for a guy shooting 56% on threes in the preseason. So Nurkic becomes the feeder, and Ellaby cutting back door. Jordan Poole. You see Steve Kerr going to take a timeout right away. We bring in Joe Lacob, the principal owner for the Warriors. So we said beginning of the second quarter, you just show up when you feel like it, or what's going on here? Do you think you own the team?
He is the owner.
Normally I just do what I'm told.
Give us your
welcome
impressions of the preseason in terms of the veterans have fit in. Jordan Poole's taking a step forward. Steph and Draymond are still amazing, but give us some thoughts.
Well, I mean, obviously we're undefeated. Not that that means a lot, but I think we're all very excited about what we see. We've got a lot of depth, a lot of shooting. I think we've improved the team, over a year ago a lot. And, add that to the draft picks, which are going to take some time, but have very high potential. I mean, I don't know how you don't get very excited about the future of Warriors basketball.
We've been talking about how much we love seeing all the fans in here. They've been piling in. Got that 8-game homestand early in the season. How excited are you about that? These fans getting to see this competitive Warrior team go up against some of the stars around the league.
I mean, I'm just excited to be back here with fans in our arena. I mean, I don't know, you guys, but I have missed it so much, and it just feels great to be back.
Yeah.
And I think everybody feels the same. All my, the fans that I know and my friends, and everybody's just so excited to be back. And I got to say, by the way, this is a nice view up here. I haven't really had this view in a long time, and it's really fun to see it.
Yeah. Now, all Warrior fans know you're the biggest Warrior fan. So we have been trying to, somehow figure out how excited people are going to be when Klay Thompson takes the floor this year and the ovation he's going to receive. Are you going to get choked up about that?
I think so.
I am too.
I will.
Yeah.
I freely admitted it.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's been 2 years. What this guy's gone through is, terrible. And I think it's just going to be a phenomenal, really, not just for the Warriors and Warrior fans. The entire NBA is going to probably feel that way to some extent.
And it's also who Klay is.
Right. Yes.
People have so much fun sharing his life and just the experiences and who he's become. And, you've seen him from being drafted to his whole evolution. We just missed him. I mean, you just missed the guy in every facet for 2 years.
Actually, he's more interesting and more fun than he was certainly when we drafted him,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got so much personality.
He's more comfortable in his own skin now.
He is. Where did it all come from? It's when you met him when he was a rookie, you're like, you would never believe this.
The Instagram lives on the boat is just comedy.
That's
phenomenal.
So we were having a little fun. That Klay's boat is a 37-footer as Damian Lee hits the three.
Don't tell him what I guessed that it was.
So I asked Colette, I said, hey, the length of his boat is a number significant to Klay. The 37-point quarter, right?
Yeah. No, but the significant to Klay caught me off guard because I was thinking, well, it's his jersey number. But then I was like, wait a minute, that can't be the boat size.
Colette guessed he had an 11-foot boat. How good did you feel as Covington hits the three there that Andre Iguodala came back and that veterans like Porter and Bielitsa would choose to become Warriors? I mean, that's a testament to where this franchise has gone over the last decade or so.
Yeah, it's very hard to pick up great veterans like we did this summer at the minimum. Look, everybody wants to try to do that. You got to get lucky, get the right guys that are not injured and so on. There's reasons why they're minimums. But we feel very fortunate. I mean, you can just see it, right? The three guys that we brought in. Well, Iguodala goes without saying. He's been here before. I mean, that's as he would say, he's very undervalued.
Yeah, he said that a lot. Yeah.
He did. But he's going to be a tremendous for our entire organization. I just think he's a mentor to the young guys. There's so many good reasons to have him back. Not only the fact that, look, we want him to retire as a
Warrior.
Eventually as a Warrior. But the other two guys we got, Porter and Bielitsa, are really good shooters, have great size. You can see right now Steve already trusts them quite a bit.
And we've been ranting and raving about this guy, Jordan Poole. How impressed have you been with his improvement and the jump he's looking to take this season?
I'm going to be honest. I didn't see this coming.
No?
To this level. I mean, look, come on. His first year, he struggled. Now, we all thought he had great potential. He could pass, he could shoot, he could dribble. But you never really know how it's going to work out.
Yeah.
And he struggled, and even the beginning of the second year, and the jump that he has made is really something.
Yeah.
And you think about it, the 28th pick, and he was 20. Okay, so a couple years later now, you see the full development. Got some other 20-year-olds in Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody and James Wiseman. And I know we live in an instant coffee society, but if people would just wait as they develop and mature as young men and become better players, I think the mix you have of future Hall of Famers and some young studs, it's going to be fun to watch.
Well, the great thing, about basketball is that people, players get better. Of course, some get older and they're not as good, but that's what's really amazing is when guys like this can develop over a few years. And even some of the greatest players took to year 3, really, to be who they are.
Right. Yeah.
So you got to be patient. You have to be patient. Yeah. None of us are any patient in this world anymore. We all want to see it immediately. For the owners with Trey Lance. I mean, everyone wants it immediately, but it can't be immediate.
Well, yeah, with experience comes knowledge. He's using it better.
Now, Coletta, that last play, Nurkic has point-blank range, but Bjelica scratches claws, denies him, and that's where people forget the Warriors were top 5 defensively a year ago. And so you add Iguodala and Porter, but Bjelica, okay, should be giving up a lot of weight, and yet he's still battling. If the Warriors have that kind of scrappy mindset defensively, they can still remain an elite team on that side of the ball.
You know what impressed me about that was his fight, but the timing. He jumped at exactly the right time. He's letting there it is.
Iguodala hitting the three.
He's letting Nurkic know that he's going to fight all night. He's there. Even though he's given up a lot of weight, he's still got some strength to him.
Joe, when you look at the Western Conference and the East, has the NBA ever been in a better place? You know, during your ownership, you had a big disparity. The West was significantly more difficult. It made the Warrior Championships even more remarkable. LeBron carried those Cleveland teams. You look at the Eastern Conference now, and all the talent, Brooklyn and Milwaukee and Philly and Atlanta and the Knicks, and then you look at how deep the West is. The league itself is in a great place.
Yeah, I think it's very strong. There's a lot of good that are developing. That's why we work so hard to get there. But the East is a lot tougher than it was, to your point. And I think here's Bjelica now. I would say
Moses Moody sneaking in for the rebound.
I mean, there's a lot of good teams, and but I think we're in as good a position as anybody in the sense that we have our stars still. We have some guys that we brought in this summer that are very experienced, that can really come off the bench and do a great job for us. And we've got these young guys, 4 of them, who already looks great, but I think the others will too. And so we've got a future too. So I think we all love that mix.
You mentioned your stars. Steph Curry, the brightest star, but obviously his play is phenomenal, MVP level. But how excited do you think he is watching how his teammates are coming along and showing how they can be aggressive and take some of the pressure off of him, knock down shots? How much better is that going to make Steph?
Well, Steph, can he get much better?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing.
He was incredible last year. We're expecting big things this year.
Maybe make it easier on him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I think having Jordan Poole, if he really can maintain this over the course of the year, and we think he can, is going to help a lot because he's another shot creator.
Yeah.
Well, Steph at age 33, leading the league in scoring at 32 points a game. People forget Chris Paul led Phoenix to the finals. He's 37. Guys have redefined how long their prime is and the elite level they can play. And even LeBron doesn't seem like he's slowed down.
Are you saying he can play to Tom Brady kind of numbers?
I'm not. What you're saying? I put nothing past Steph Curry.
He takes care of himself.
That's all I'm going to say.
He takes care of his body.
Just a real brief comment on that. I played in a golf tournament earlier this summer with Steph. Tom Brady was in the thing too, as a member guest kind of thing. I won't say where, but and Steph and Brady were rooming together. That's the way it was set up.
Oh wow!
And anyway, we had a thing that night, and one of the hosts was calling out, asking people. And of course, he put me on the spot and say, "Are you going to sign this contract with Steph?" This was before everything got done. And my response was, "I'll tell you. You just spend Steph as much time as you can with Brady. Whatever he does, you do. Whatever he eats, you eat."
You want him to eat that avocado ice cream that Tom Brady's on?
Good contest by Draymond. First team all defense. Sent Marquise Chris away. Jordan Poole got a little too nifty there behind the back, and Ellaby headed back the other way. So that's live ball turnovers. Those are the runbacks, Kalena, that really hurt your defense. You can have a miscue where they got to take it out of bounds, but you throw it away and get it run back in Portland with the 11-point advantage.
You want to stay solid. Sometimes you can get overconfident as you have success, and Poole just needs to be careful about that.
Mooney on the kick out. And Iguodala, just that whip pass. You saw Marquise Chris recover. And so, does this feel like another reopening of Chase Center to you, Joe, in terms of, Miller and Lux, Thrive City, Gotts, Dumpling Time? Like, for Clint and I, we're kind of like, you know what? A lot of people still haven't been to the building yet. This is their chance.
And experienced all the food.
And to be honest, we have not really ever had it all opened. We never really completed the opening. In year one, we got interrupted. Year two, of course, last year was a tough year for everybody in the world. But so we're still kind of opening, is the way we look at it. We're getting more restaurants open and more food options open. And there's a few things we still have to work on to be quite honest.
Steph Curry challenging his three-point shooting as he gets older? And he answered the bell there. But also, too, everybody being vaccinated, that's worked very seamlessly. It's about as safe a place as you could watch a sporting event.
Yes, I mean, we're lucky to be in the Bay Area where we have such high vaccination rates, and I think this is one of the safest arenas you can go to in the world.
Yeah. C.J. McCollum continues with 13 points here in the first half. Steph's going to work on Marquise. If you reach, that's when he goes by you, but missed the bank shot. Looney kept it alive. And Wiggins tees up a triple. You know, Joe, that every three-point record for the franchise is going down this year. Attempts, makes, everything.
That's probably true. And I'm very excited about how much three-point shooting we do have on this team this year. And we all know its importance, and I think we're prepared for a big season in that regard.
Yeah, you would hope that with this many three-point shooters, it's going to be rare that everybody struggles for the entire night. Like, at some point, someone's going to get hot. Wiggins has knocked down one. We've seen him knock down a couple lately here. So
yeah, people said, well, how can you be so sure? I said, the Warrior franchise record is 54 attempts in a game. They're averaging 55 threes in the preseason per game. Averaging 55. So I would imagine there's going to be a lot hoisted in, and that is the strength of the team. Break the paint, kick it back out, and then if they overplay you, then you can go inside. And Wiggins cleaning up the Draymond miss. Joe, we appreciate you stopping by.
Well, thank you.
Next time you're here, let's be on time, okay?
Easy. Appreciate
that is the biggest Warrior fan we got, Joe Lacob, with the timeout on the floor here at Chase Center, and Portland up 7.
Absolutely. I think that makes total sense. Feldman is allowed back in the spot. Let's come back and knock out duet promo number 2, ticket sweepstakes. Duet promo number 2 after the score.
We want to thank everybody for coming out to our open practice to start the season off with a great energy here at Chase Center. It's great to see everybody back. We have a couple newcomers. We want to give them a little nice initiation to Dub Nation. We playing basketball. We love that basketball.
Scoreboard update from the WNBA Finals. Game 3 in Chicago, where the Sky, a comfortable 69-41 lead over the Phoenix Mercury in the fourth.
Blazer lead at 7 with 4:47 remaining in the first half. Now, Dubs basketball is back with opening night on Thursday against the Clippers. Glenn and I want you there. I mean, scan the QR code on your screen, complete your entry for a chance to win a pair of opening night tickets. No purchase necessary.
Do it.
If you're unsure on the phone, find your kid. Tell them to come scan the QR code.
Yeah,
they're doing that at restaurants and all that stuff now. But yeah, free tickets for opening night. Get in that sweepstakes. What do you think about next week? Lakers in LA Tuesday, Clippers. You can be here at Warriors.com for Clippers-Warriors opening night at Chase.
I can't wait. We're starting the season off with a bang, thrown right into the fire. Warriors are up for it. They're super competitive, and I think that's why they've been so serious about all these preseason games. They want to start the season the right way. Look at the defense.
Draymond Green on Nurkic. He and Looney have done a good job on the big man for Portland.
Collapsed on him quick.
The Warriors are going to be structurally small until James Wiseman comes back. Steph in the backdoor cut. And he was fouled.
It's so good because once you throw in the post, you get that split action on the strong side. But on the weak side, you just read it. And as soon as your defender turns his head, Steph is thinking, let me just cut. Watch his defender just kind of turn his head, lull him to sleep, walk towards his right, then just cut back door quick, just explode to the rim. Derek Smith Jr. has had a tough time just staying with Steph. The movement without the ball is what the Warriors stress, and no one does it better than this man.
All right, so I told you there'd be no math today, but I lied. Steph is 141 threes from passing Ray Allen, okay? If you go back his last couple of years, he averages almost about 5.5 made threes per game. If he starts the season on that pace, December 8th against Portland, and Curry just missed 2 free throws, which is unbelievable. But December 8th against the Blazers could be the night here in this building that he breaks the three-point record and goes into NBA history alone.
He would love to do it here in front of these fans, enjoy the moment with the fans, his teammates. It's going to be a beautiful night if that happens.
I think he'd like it with Lillard in the building and all the dynamic and respect that they have as Moses Moody checks out. But yeah, Steph Curry this year will become the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. Nurkic with a great block. Wiggins stayed with it and rimmed it up and out.
See how Nurkic is a presence down there. He's got some pretty good timing with the blocks.
Portland has all the offensive firepower you'd ever want. But can they slow somebody down? Right now, they're holding the Warriors to 34% shooting. Blazers shooting 45%. Curry down the lane. Wiggins cutting back door, but pretty good recovery.
No, he tried to reverse it. He could have just gone up on the same side. He probably would have been able to finish it easier.
And Covington, he's their version of Draymond. He is a really good defender.
Such a smart one. Watch Steph's eyes. He sees Andrew Wiggins. If he would have just gone up on the same side, he was probably higher than Covington, too.
Knocked off of Portland. That will remain Warrior ball.
Covington's making sure that
little
fans
kid,
are okay. Yeah, he's struggling.
That's too bad.
Yeah, he's in the line of fire here. Those front row seats can be a little hazardous at times. Oh, and she got a shoulder to the face, too. And she's tough. He's tough.
There you go.
They're talking it out.
Good defense by Powell, but Wiggins didn't give up on the play. Knocked out of bounds. It will be Portland ball. So you see Norman Powell play D. Covington play D. We talked about Nurkic protecting inside, and this is what Portland wants to see.
Chauncey has to be impressed so far with the defensive effort. And offensively, they've been pretty creative as well. Moving the ball, they've been cutting themselves, getting some weak side movement, working off of screens.
I mean, Portland's been a playoff team 8 straight years. Now, they had one losing record, 35 and 39. That was the bubble year. They made the playoffs. That pass knocked away. Looney saw it the whole way.
Try to duck in from the weak side. Didn't work.
Covington on the overplay. I'm telling you, nothing has come easy for the Warriors tonight.
He is tenacious defensively. It's getting to the point where you got to know where he is.
Yep.
He's getting his hands on a lot of balls.
Looney rolled. He did not return the ball to him. Shot clock at 7. Steph did and a deep 3. That's the ultimate equalizer right there.
Dennis Smith Jr. is like, what do I got to do? He's cutting back door on me. Knocking down threes from the hash. Crazy.
He's got a dozen, but C.J. McCollum's barking as he hits that fadeaway. So McCollum's got 18. Curry's got 12. Throwing Norman Powell's 10. Those are the double-digit scores. Damian Lee catch and shoot. Following his own shot. Lee attacking again. Got all the way in. Clean up and in.
How hard did Damian Lee work in that possession? He missed the first one on one side, ran to the other side. He was all over the floor there.
I think last year was Damian Lee's best year. And he just worked so hard you in so many different ways. Nurkic rattling out the three, 40% from beyond the arc a year ago.
I was about to say Warriors have a lot of momentum right now, but you don't want to turn it over. Good idea, though, from Steph. You saw Draymond doing his work early, posting up, had good position. Damian Lee is working. Long closeout for Covington. We're just talking about how great a defender Covington is. Damian Lee's like, not good enough.
They'll come out and close on you when you're a 39% three-point shooter. D-Lee career best a year ago. Draymond came up with the steal, but had the kick save to do it.
Probably saved a layup. Maybe. He had the step. Dennis Smith Jr. had the step on Andrew Wiggins, but that's how you break up the. Just stick your feet out, get active with your limbs.
We're going to challenge Nurkic again as he misses his second consecutive three.
He's a pretty good three-point shooter, too. He likes the corners, though.
That guy's a pretty good three-point shooter, too.
He's excited about it, too. I think he did something to his leg.
Well, the landing, I'm just watching Steph right now.
I thought he jumped up in excitement. I think he turned his ankle.
I think he did, too. Push ahead to Wiggins. And he will be fouled, but keeping an eye on Curry. He hit that three, landed in the crowd, and appears to be all right, but definitely felt something for a second.
Yeah. He gets frustrated when he does anything to that ankle, but he's still moving around, trying to walk it off.
Wiggins missing the free throw. I mean, the 15-win year, Steph was limited by the broken hand.
Yeah.
And he ran into Aaron Baines, who was trying to draw a charge for some reason. You know, the ankle issues are well documented, and he does tremendous work to play through all of that.
And to strengthen the muscles around that ankle.
The broken hand was an oddity. Steph was very durable last year. He had the one weird tailbone issue with that metal stair in Houston. But otherwise, ankle-wise, had a good year. Covington hitting the three, and that's the ultimate 3-and-D. Rocco, Robert Covington. He's got 10.
Let's see if the Warriors can finish this half strong.
Steph's got Nurkic on skates. Steph on the step through.
I think the ankle is fine. Oh, man. No, the handle there. He put on an exhibition. A ball handling exhibition. He's got that thing on a string. Nurkic switched out onto him. He's got him jumping around. He's behind the back. Just drives by and then steps through Smith Jr. Crafty. Look at him looking at the bench. I got so much game.
Tell you what, you got to appreciate this guy every time we have a chance to watch him play basketball. I mean, that's the greatest shooter in the history of the game. But the movement without the ball handling, and that's an offensive foul as D-Lee took one of the chops.
And Powell got a little too active with his movement without the ball.
I mean, 33 a year ago, turned 34 in March. To average 32 points a game, to lead the league in scoring, and the relentless work to stay at that elite level, and the eye candy of just brilliance we get to watch on a regular basis, you just can't take it for granted.
I feel blessed, honestly, getting to watch this guy. The joy that he plays with, the skill that he puts on display night in and night out, how hard he plays, how much he moves, the fitness level. It's crazy. This is crazy. Stop it.
He gets in these Curry flurries, and the building starts to pulsate, and it's just a matter of time.
His footwork is just so pure. That step back got so much separation. You don't want to leave his body, but he forces you to because of his incredible moves.
6-second game shot clock difference. McCollum tries to answer, rattles that out. Curry with 8 seconds. He's got 21 in the half. Down to 4. At 3. Step back 3. And Damian Lee fouled it in.
He was the only one working. Everybody just stopped. As soon as Steph shot that one, everybody just stopped, and Damian Lee was the only one moving. And it basically worked out as a perfect pass. Damian Lee's like, hey, great pass, Steph.
Where did Portland's lead go? Curry has 15 in the quarter. Damian Lee, that bucket is going to be counted good. And so from down double digits, the Warriors with a 4-point lead at the half. Glenn and I will come back, look at that early season schedule, and talk about how the Warriors can begin this season for real.
After review, it's directed to May Bass for 2 points.
Or whatever that guy's name was. Not Lorenzo Charles. Was it him? Was it him?
The Warriors 55. The Blazers 51 at halftime. Hey, Warriors fans, Chase has a special offer for all cardholders in attendance tonight. Receive 30% off all headwear at Warriors Shop just for using your Chase credit or debit card. Visit the Warriors Shops at Portals 10 or 21 on the West Terrace or Thrive City and redeem this special offer tonight. It is good to be back and good to have you back, Dub Nation. And tonight, Chase with another special offer is helping us celebrate all being back together. All card holders in attendance tonight, you spend $30 and get $5 at all Chase card, or rather Chase Center eateries just for using your Chase credit or debit card.
Segment in the middle and we'll be perfect. Yep, 127. And then we have a 4:30 break, a 2-minute segment, and a 4-minute break. That should put us back with zeros on the clock. Sorry if I was yelling a little too much at the end there. Just haven't produced in a while. I was all fired up, you know. I didn't do something different. Plus, I couldn't yell all day. I had to, like, shut up and stay 30 yards away from everybody. I hate that.
Half of the action tonight is coming up soon. But first, let's welcome our favorite DJ, DJ D Sharp.
This feeling inside my bones. I got this feeling. I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it. Moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. When you dance, 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 feel good, good creeping up on you. So
The regular season is on the way, but we are still in the preseason, so let's get live with your top 5. We're going to Brooklyn off the inbounds, 1.2 seconds left. Karl Anthony Towns drains the 3. Cat doing work, beating the buzzer. That's number 5. Let's give you some more at number 4. Third quarter, Trey TL finds his buddy DeAndre Hunter. Hunter in the corner, 3-ball corner pocket. 3 of his 19. Pulls on him one time. Number 3, Easy Money Sniper with the hezzy. Then gets to the basket with no hesitation. BK with the dub. To number 2, Sacramento. Woo, woo. That is one Mr. Holmes. The putback for the Kings. And number 1 is tons of fun. Paul Millsap. Watch your head, kid. Watch your head. Brooklyn. Brooklyn. And that is your top 5.
Come on, hop on.
Good morning.
It's the NBA 75th. All right, guys. We're getting ready to take a stroll down memory lane. Don't get left behind. It's all about the brotherhood here.
Good morning, neighbor. Top of the morning.
But also,
This is my house.
claiming what's rightfully yours.
This is my house.
Hey, seatbelts on, seatbelts.
Hey, Spider!
What's up, Russ? Take notes, kids. Flyers dressed in the NBA. Around here, it's never too late to learn a new trick.
What you want to do is get it off your fingertips.
From the sky hook
That's your third.
all the way to the alley-oop.
Oh, throw it down, big man. Good pass, bro.
That was an instant classic. This community right here stretches to every corner of the globe.
The globe doesn't have corners.
You know what I mean.
Big top up.
We've come a long way from the peach basket.
My bad.
Not again.
Where you think you're going?
Gary,
You can't get by me.
they call him the glove. This is what he does. Even nicknames take on a life of their own. No. Somebody call the doctor?
Is that who I think it is?
This league is full of game changers. When it comes to legends, the NBA's got more than its fair share.
And I ain't finished yet.
That's what I like to hear. Some things are bigger than basketball. Now, we've seen kids turn into kings and give it all back to the next generation. There's a piece of this game for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, or... Yeah, that too. Your move. Now, that's just fun. Nice ride, Z. Hello. Fit is clean. It's been 75 seasons and counting. One thing's for certain.
This game just keeps getting greater.
Game don't stop. It won't stop.
I said no.
Please?
Yeah, you're talking top 5 offense, bottom 5 defense. It's a Blazer team that's made the playoffs 8 years. Jordan Poole, a corkscrewing flip shot.
The shooting of Gary Trent Jr. obviously, but
Steph creating for Draymond Green. Norman Powell. Hot back iron there. I think he did that just for Lillard. They have fun in terms of the depth that they shoot the threes, and Powell answers again. Nemanja Bjelica checks in. That's for a little ball offense. And then the backdoor cut for Steph.
without even touching the ball.
The crowd oohing and eyeing. Draymond gave ground, but then lost his footing. And then ran it. Nicely done. That's where Bjelica, 5'2" in high school, grew 9 inches to become an NBA player. First and only NBA player in the league. Steph Curry.
I guess that'd be a small boat, yeah. Obviously, I'm not a huge boat person.
Norman Powell answers on the other. Stephen is more just being healthy, which he is. And then which combos and which different players. McCollum without Lillard tonight is really rolling early. So Nurkic becomes the feeder, and Ellaby cutting back door. Jordan Poole. You see Steve Kerr going to take a timeout. I'd have guessed he had an 11-foot boat. How good did you feel as Covington hits the three there?
No, to this level. I mean, look, come on. His first year, he struggled. Now, we all thought he had great potential. He could pass, he could shoot.
The league itself is in a great place.
Yeah, I think it's very strong. There's a lot of good that are developing. We're getting more restaurants open and more food options open, and there's a few things we still have to work on, to be quite honest. We have such high vaccination rates, and I think this is one of the safest arenas you can go to in the world.
Yeah. Tony goes by you, but missed the bank shot. Looney kept it alive, and Wiggins tees up a triple. Break the paint, kick it back out. And then, if they overplay you, then you can go inside. And Wiggins cleaning up the Draymond miss.
And thank you for your cooperation. And enjoy the second half. If you see something that seems suspicious or need assistance, text your message and location at 833-CC. For bans and photos are accepted. Again, that's 833-CC or ban. Chris Wallace, Hall of Famer, member of the original Dream Team, 5-time All-Star, 14 years as a player with the Warriors. We're all right. First round draft pick. NBA champ, 7-year NBA vet, I'm Monte Hill. Not gonna lie, I suck at hoops. But I'm the host, and I can talk Dubs all night long. Warriors 3, post-game live on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Warriors basketball on NBC Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. With 10 hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places.
Getting ready to start the second half. Bob Fitzgerald, Kalena Azubuike with you. Tuesday in L.A., Warriors-Lakers to open the season. Thursday right here at Chase Center, Warriors-Clippers for the home opener. And at Sacramento, at Oklahoma City, then an 8-game homestand. So if you're looking for birthday presents, surprises, or want to do something nice for someone you care about, get to a Warrior game early in the year.
That's a great idea. Good thinking.
Well, I really think in that 8-game homestand, they're going to need the fans. You're going to play without Clay and play without Wiseman. You're going to need this building to be hopping a little bit.
Lakers are probably thinking, we got to get it together here. I think they lost to Sacramento, too.
They did.
It's preseason, but they haven't had a ton of time with the big three playing together. They got to figure it out.
A little tic-tac-toe. Steph to Draymond to Looney.
See CJ grabbing Looney's leg. Looney's like, wait, that's not a foul. He can just grab my leg.
Collum and Nurkic with Dennis Smith Jr., Covington and Norman Powell, and Nurkic scoring inside. He's got 9. It's Steph and Jordan Poole with Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins.
McCollum is never in much of a hurry.
Just Looney at center.
Just so much poise to his game.
Well, let me ask you, I mean, is C.J. McCollum is he an off guard? Is he a point guard? Is he a hybrid guard? Back in the day, they never had the, I think Gail Goodrich, Jerry West, they were both just guards. And then you had the phrase lead guard. It's only in the last, 15, 20, the point guard, the shooting guard. That became a distinction. Before it was just guards.
He does both really well. And without Lillard on the floor, he's shown it. Not just here, but time and time again in the past. He's got the playmaking ability. He's got great vision. And he really takes his time. And when he's on the floor and he's the ball handler, he really sets the tone for his teammates. They have a nice flow to their offense. Everybody moving well without the ball.
C.J. McCollum was on the J.J. Redick podcast, The Old Man and the Three.
That podcast is pretty good.
It's really good. And I just remember him saying when he was 5'2" in high school, he said, I had the confidence of Allen Iverson. I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. I just need to be taller.
Right.
And he almost like he prayed for it or something, and then he grew 9 inches.
Looks like he still wants to be taller with that high flat top he's rocking.
Norman Powell following in his own miss.
I like it. I'm just saying.
C.J. McCollum is 6'6" this year, playing alongside Lillard.
He gets taller every single year.
Who knew?
He's 6'9" now. What's going on?
Jordan Poole missing long and strong. And McCollum is the head of the Players Association, replacing Chris Paul.
Does a great job.
He really does. Scoring inside. So C.J. McCollum is such an intriguing, fun player to watch.
If you got a spin move in your game, you can be lethal. He is that.
Draymond ripping that out. Draymond have been 3 of 6 on threes in the preseason. McLemore bounced it off of Powell's foot. Get a little ragged here. You don't like to see Steph running any contact.
Covington was trying to foul him on purpose, knowing the Warriors had numbers. Slow down, slow down.
I think the first half, the compete level was pretty solid with both teams. The second half, we're about 4 minutes away from both teams saying, all right, regular season, nobody get hurt. Let's get out of here. Right. One piece. Wiggins off back iron.
I like that pass from Poole, though. That skip pass back to the weak side. Just reading the defense.
Looney giving ground. Good recovery by Wiggins. And McCollum give it up. Nurkic on the roll. And Steph draws the charge. Wow.
He's still willing to give his body up. I know every time he falls to the floor, we just hold our breath a little bit, but he's like, I'm tough. I'm built for this. Don't worry. Watch him rotate over from the weak side. He's just waiting. Oh, Nurkic is coming. Let me get out this restricted circle. Run me over. I can take it in the chest. He turned a little bit there, but he still took it. It was square.
It was a good rotation, like you said. Draymond. That's where you're going to see. Klay Thompson is back, and they have to honor him in the corner. Wiggins is a slasher.
Yeah.
And that'll be a whole new chapter, right?
How about putting Wiggins in the short corner?
there. Jordan Poole will push. Now, when you say short corner, tell people what you mean.
So basically, you're on the baseline, not all the way at the pool. Incredible adjustment. We talk about not shying away from contact, switching it up. We've seen some crazy finishes from him this preseason. The in and out. We saw that last game. Just froze McLemore. Sub-zero.
So Poole will shoot a free throw when we come back. Kalena will explain short corner as the Warrior lead at 6.
Listen up to new Face of Country Music. Kane Brown is coming to Chase Center. The Magic Athens here, January 30th, 2022. With the
Algo que me mueve, un ritmo que me hace bailar.
There's Andrew Wiggins soaring in off the Draymond Green feed. A 6-point Warrior lead. Now, Tuesday, pre and post, it's a national broadcast, but Chris Mullen, Darrell Wright, Bonte Hill will have Warriors live at 6, and then right after the game. And then you get Dubs Talk live with Grant Liftman and Kendra Andrews. So complete opening night coverage as the season begins on Tuesday. Tell me why Wiggins be so dangerous in the short corner.
Well, first of all, he's got bounce. He's super athletic. You can just throw it up to him. He can get it off the vertical. But you put someone in the short corner there because you're going to let Steph and Draymond run the pick and roll.
Right.
Two defenders are going to stay with Steph, including Draymond's man. He's going to the basket free, so you put a guy at the short corner, make that defender make a decision. Are you going to come over and stop Draymond? If you do, you just throw it up to him. And if you put an athletic monster down there like Wiggins, makes it even that much easier. Or a James Wiseman.
There you go. You also get here the dunker spot for centers.
Yes.
More type of concept. But I think the spacing with Steph, with Clay back, Jordan Poole, that's where defense is really like, uh-oh. You know, then you throw in Porter and Bielitsa.
All the shooters they got.
And then Iguodala's like Draymond, another ball mover. Foul shooting the three. And an opportunity for a 4-point play.
A high degree of difficulty, but it's just the execution. The Warriors' execution. It's not just the split action. It's the little movement before the split action. Cut off him. Jordan Poole catches a piece of C.J. McCollum, makes him have to trail Steph from behind, obviously. And then you come off that split action screen. The screener's defender is nowhere to be found. He's just not ready to guard Steph coming off of there. So it's only up to Steph's defender, who's behind him already. And Steph knows that, so he just stops and lets his defender's momentum run into him.
24 points in 22 minutes. Steph looking ready for the regular season. Nurkic on the roll, but Jordan Poole called for the foul. He had the reach there. That's the one thing for Jordan defensively. Be in the right spot, but young guys always want to reach. And even if you don't make contact sometimes, the official sees the swipe down. Unless you're like an Andre Iguodala type, you're going to get that whistle.
You're coming over from the weak side. You want to use your feet, not your hands.
Ball back iron. Draymond the rebound. And here comes the Draymond Express. Going to go in and get to the line. And that is the type of read Steve Kerr wants to see from Draymond. That if you have an opportunity, look for your own offense.
He made the right decision. He's thinking, I got to be a threat too now. Everybody knows I love to pass it. I got great vision. In transition, you love him leading the break. If C.J. McCollum is on him, even if he doesn't beat C.J. McCollum, he knows he has the size advantage to go up and try to finish or get to the free throw line.
75th year of the NBA, 75 years of Warrior basketball. Be here for the home opener. Tickets available against the Clippers, all at Warriors.com. Nice thing with Warriors.com, too. That's for season ticket holders who might not make a game, put their seats on. Guaranteed security. Log on, grab whatever seats. You got the map. Pick where you want to sit. Nurkic on the roll. Steph's there again. And this time it's Steph reaching and fouling.
He's got some dexterity. See a little Euro step. Saw Steph coming over, made the adjustment.
Now you think about it in Denver. You had Nurkic and Jokic together. Then Nurkic was traded, but it was Jokic who was the 41st pick of the draft. And Nurkic was initially the better prospect. He was taken 15th. And they had the two big guys. And I think it's worked out for both of them. Obviously, Jokic is the MVP, but you said Nurkic is a quality big and has played very well for Portland, but staying healthy becomes the big issue.
I actually got to talk to Nurkic when he was in Denver. I lived there. And we went out one night with he and Danilo Gallinari, and that's when he wasn't playing, but he kept a good attitude. And he looked like, even at that point, he knew he was going to be a problem in this league. He just needed opportunity.
Powell in the reload pump fake, and that's where Powell, they make the trade, they sign him to the big extension in the summer. You add Lillard, McCollum, Norman Powell, then Covington, Nurkic, your starter's solid. Curry, who's running back already?
He's a flamethrower. Just stopped in no man's land before anyone could switch on to him.
6 of 10 on threes. Begin the year 141 away from Ray Allen. He will break that this year, become the all-time leading three-point shooter. He's going to do it, by the way, in hundreds of games fewer than Ray Allen ever did. Steph for the rebound.
He's an opportunist. Throws the goggles on. He's just in the right place at the right time now. The ball is just bouncing to him.
He's got 32 points in 23 minutes. He did have 62 against Portland. His career high last year. Something about the Blazers.
He likes playing Portland.
Said if the math works out, watch December 8th against Portland. That could be the record night. This time that was just the heat check. McLemore saying thank you. At least he didn't hit that one. Draymond's going to commit the foul to stop the break.
It's probably a good foul. Steph is just incredible.
Well, he doesn't have much fun when he's playing. I think that's the thing.
Watch him. Yeah.
He's so serious. There's never any kind of a little wink.
He loves what he's doing out there.
I mean, you talk about joy. He plays with joy. He brings joy. And if you love sports and you love basketball, you've got to love Steph Curry.
He knows how good he is, but somehow he's still humble.
Norman Powell missing there in the rebound. It'll go to the Warriors. If you were that good, you wouldn't be humble. That's the difference. I mean, people need to know that.
I'd be a punk.
I think you'd hit a 3-run back. I'm leading the league in scoring.
Right.
Just want you to know.
Exactly. And I'd buy probably way bigger than an 11-foot boat. If I was as good as him. 11 foot. I probably thought Clay had a canoe or something. I don't know what.
Could have been a McCovey Cove trying to catch a home run ball.
Just a kayaking out.
He did kayak in the offseason. Clay had the one little video of him kayaking.
That's what I was talking about. I thought you asked, how big is his kayak?
I just remember texting him after he had Wiseman out of the boat, and I said, okay, I need you healthy. I need him healthy. Is there any other nautical experience on this boat? Clay's like, no, I'm the captain. He's my first mate. I'm like, all right, that's enough of that. Draymond missing both free throws.
With Steph, with the humility, the unselfishness, that's why you want him as the leader of your franchise. I'd like to think I'd be a nice person, but who knows?
Failingly nice. Collin with that three. Moses Moody's getting an opportunity here with Draymond, Steph, Wiggins, and Looney. And so for the 14th pick in the draft, the 1 year at Arkansas, Steph will show it. Lakers like to leap. He got Marquise Chris in the air and finished on the other side.
He is just bamboozling people right now. Instead of coming off the split action like he normally would, go back door. They can't find him.
Wiggins, just that extra effort. The contest, staying with guys, bothered McCollum on that shot. Covington, little pickpocket as Looney spun. Norman Powell was grabbed in transition.
Yeah, they're stopping the break. They don't want him to get anything going in transition. Fast break opportunities. Watch Steph. Instead of going over the top, the split action, you saw his teammate coming over the split action. They kind of top blocked him, thinking he's going to go off over the three-point line. Go back door, and then see that next defender come and make the adjustment, pump fake. It just makes it look so easy.
34 points, 7 rebounds. More to be leaving McCollum. The Warriors fortunate there. 12-point Warrior lead. They flipped the game by 24. Trailed by 12. Pushed it to 12. McLemore running at Steph. Little flip shot. Marquise challenged it. Looney. Steph attacking again to lay it up.
It's too easy. They're just going to close all the way out to him. He's just using that to get to the basket.
Well, I'd say Curry is ready for this season. But the excitement level for the Dubs. You had Klay Thompson and Wiseman. This team fully healthy. Mix of young and old. Marquise Chris missing that three. The style is distinctive. They know what they're doing. I'm amazed that Porter Bielitsa fit in so nicely so quickly.
It would be so much fun to be on this team.
Post up and then a little too small on Covington. Wait a minute.
Savage. Look, still talking to him.
That's on an all-defense league defender.
Look at the footwork, though. Just taking his time. Boys under pressure. Covington, he's too small. You can't guard me. What do you think this is?
Easy. Her class was, well, all this stuff is new, but it was literally like right here. It was a portable right here where this building is. Boom. And those hoop courts is where I used to run everybody. So we're delivering a frame jersey to my third grade teacher, Mrs. Adams. She put me in Warriors camp, which pretty much jumpstarted my whole basketball dream. So pretty cool though, right? Because her husband's a Hall of Famer, so she's gonna have my jersey next to his. It's pretty dope. Hey, hey.
You gonna get any bigger?
I hope so. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to see you.
It's good to see you as well. Hello there. How are you?
Gosh.
It's so good to see you. I have a gift for you.
Oh my God. I asked for a t-shirt.
This is better than a t-shirt.
Tell me about it. Oh,
So I thought this was pretty cool.
Oh.
So I get to give her a jersey, but you a Hall of Famer, so it don't get no much better than that, right?
Al, we're going to have to take down some reserves.
Don't say.
This is beautiful.
So,
oh my
I love you.
God, I love you too.
Thank you so much. So, just want to thank you for dressing for me.
Oh God.
You know,
My baby.
I wouldn't be wearing this jersey if it weren't for you. So, thank you so much to all of you guys. You guys have been a beacon of light in my life, and so can't thank you enough.
Warrior lead at 16 with 4:18 remaining in the third. Warrior fans, Xfinity Mobile delivers fast nationwide 5G included at no extra cost. Save on your wireless bill with Xfinity Mobile. If you're wondering who has the most points of any preseason game this year, it would be Steph Curry in the league with 36. 6 in the first, 15 and 15 in the second and third.
No surprise. If there's any question if the Warriors are taking this seriously, Steph is still in the game. And Andre's out there, and Otto Porter. They're trying to really get themselves ready mentality-wise for the regular season.
Well, Steve Kerr said he's going to use it as a dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
And when the Warriors got down 12 early in the game, they weren't shooting it well. A little lack of cohesion offensively, but now they're holding Portland to 40% shooting, and they've come from 12 down to now 15 up. Marquise Chris was fouled there.
They want to continue those good habits.
We said the win-loss in preseason matters not at all. Warriors have never had an undefeated preseason, if you care, but we said Phoenix and Milwaukee did not win a preseason game a year ago. They both obviously went to the finals. The Bucks won the title. Lisa attacking inside.
He's not just a shooter. Two defenders go with Steph. He sees he's got some space. I'm not just going to settle for the three every time.
Draymond Green had an extended media session in L.A., and he was talking about Bjelica. In practice, Nemanja has been saying, look, in Europe, I did all of these things. You know, I attacked, I passed, I made plays, I shot threes, I rebounded the ball as Bjelica does right there. Draymond was like, oh, okay. Then there's Bjelica to Porter. Moody out of the corner.
That ball's hopping around.
Thinking of the ages there, 33 to 28 to 20-year-old to hit the three.
Nice.
It's the mix of veterans and youngsters the Warriors have. McLemore finding McCollum. CJ McCollum's fun to watch.
They can move the ball too. It's interesting. They play a lot different than the Warriors, though. They're actually last in assists last season. It's because Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum know how to take it themselves. That happens a lot, but he showed some ball movement there.
There's Bjelica again.
He's not. Oh, him and Marquise Chris are getting into it. A little chippy.
Well, what that is, because Marquise, we know, is a great kid. That guy drove on me from the three-point line and laid it in. And I'm a little frustrated.
And you look at like, this guy should never beat me off the dribble. Marquise Chris is running a little hot right now. It's like, get off me.
And so Marquise got the tee there.
Stop driving by me.
Yeah, that's everybody that's ever played basketball at any level. There's always some old dude in the gym that just knows how to play.
That just annoys you.
Bjelica is 33 years old. Crafty, went in there, skilled. It was beautifully done.
How is he doing this?
Yeah, Marquise can touch the top of the backboard.
Right.
Athletically, he's like, wait a minute, how did this guy just do that?
It's just footwork in you to death, technique.
Norman Powell, that's a beautiful drive in his own right.
They're trying to attack Bjelica now.
You know, I really give Norman Powell a lot of credit. When you think of the Warriors-Raptors in the finals, he was a defensive stopper, right? And his offensive game has blossomed to where now, man, Norman Powell's a really good two-way player, and that's just work. That's just he's just a really good player.
He was huge for the Toronto Raptors.
Yep.
Made some really big shots and just got that reputation of being unafraid in big moments, showing up big.
And it's not like Gary Trent Jr. is not a good player in his own right. So
Portland saw that and was like, we got to have him.
It's $70 million in the offseason.
Paper.
Knocked away. That'll kicked. That'll get Ellaby into the game. But yeah, Norman Powell with Lillard, with McCollum. I mean, that three-guard situation, you want to call Powell a small forward, but as a wing.
Ellaby is a guy that can shoot it pretty well. Needs to get more consistent there.
We also have Anthony Simons, who I think is coming along. Andre! Fetch pastry. Bjelica tipping it up and out. All the good passing, but not the bucket.
They were looking to get one on the highlight reel, missed out.
He's Chris missing. Iguodala the rebound. This is where Andre's going to run that second unit. I don't know. Shot it a little strong, did Moses Moody. Curry. The Warriors, a couple home run opportunities here, missing on those threes.
Andre's having some fun out there, getting fancy.
Talk about LB shooting, but missing there.
Consistency. Mr. Consistency. That guy's been on fire.
Well, Grant Liftman and Ken Andrews will be on after this. Grant Liftman is pushing
automatic.
Automatic or auto corner junior because he likes that 22-foot short corner three.
I think automatic is better.
I'm liking the automatic.
It's really been reliable.
Giving Grant a little credit on that. Steph Curry has one 4-point play. How about another one?
He's just laughing at him. It's too easy.
A 40 spot in the preseason.
Give him
in
some
29 minutes.
Unbelievable. Watch him just kind of jog up there and then just explode off the little handoff. He's just running around, taking a jog, having a little fun. He's already got MVP chance in the preseason.
That tells me Dub Nation's ready for next week. If you already got the MVP in preseason, you get fans getting into real mode.
I think Dub Nation's been ready for a long time.
I think so too. It's great to see fans in the building again. Stepped on the sideline out of bounds at McLemore. Portland turns it over. Steph Curry has 41 in 29 minutes in a preseason game and 2 4-point plays.
Warriors are just kind of styling on him now. Seen Andre with the behind-the-back passes, getting fancy.
Steph's got 20 in the quarter. That is a silly pass that has to be removed. That's the one thing, and Steph will get on himself for that. The one-handed hook pass. If you pick up the ball one-handed in the NBA, these guys are too good.
I've said it before in the past. The Warriors can get pretty overconfident because they're so good at passing and they have such great passers.
Knocked out of bounds. It'll still be Warrior ball. The only guy that could get away with the one-hand pass was Jordan. His hands were so big, he would put it out and then he could pull it back.
Yeah,
that's where Michael could do that. Dr. J could do the same.
But Jordan didn't try like crazy tough ones with the one hand. He was pretty solid with it usually. Oh,
the backdoor cut. Vent to vent. Porter to Bielitsa.
But Moody is the reason that happened. That's why he was pointing, because two defenders went out with him as Bielitsa pinned down for him. A lot of times that happens with Steph, but Moody's like, you know what, I got a little gravity out here too, even though I'm a rookie.
14 made threes, 26 assists. We put up 98 points, and we're about to be done with the third. The Warriors are ready. Off iron. And we'll do it for the third quarter.
He needs to contain.
41 for Curry through 3. All Warriors since the first quarter. If this is a dress rehearsal, sign me up for the real show.
They're dressing.
Now, fans, let's take a look around the league. Some preseason NBA scores presented by United.
Cause you woke up in the morning with the initiative to move, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. And you shouldn't even care about those roses in the air and the crooked stairs. Cause there's a party over here, so you might as well be here with the people care.
Okay, Dub Nation, it is time for the Friday night edition of the Kia Dance Cam. So it's time to dust yourself off, get up, and show us your best dance moves. A camera will be coming to you. Let's see some more energy. I like the shimmy. Yeah, ladies. Don't spill your beer, though.
Let's do it all night till we can't do it no more. Keep on
The joy of Steph Curry, a 43-point third quarter by the Warriors. Curry's got 41 in the game, and that should end his preseason. The Warriors have blown this one open. And yeah, Bjelica off iron. It's Bjelica, Damian Lee, Jordan Poole, Otto Porter Jr., and Andre Iguodala.
Just trying to maintain this lead if you're this group.
Brown and Marquise Chris. Dennis Smith Jr. Rick Brown the third missing there. Ben McLemore and Ellaby. Portland hasn't won a game in the preseason. Neither have the Lakers. You're going to see in the Western Conference not only Chauncey Billups, but how about Jason Kidd coaching Dallas and coming back? And that will be, Rick Carlisle, to me, is one of the greatest coaches we have in the league. He'll be in Indiana, but Jay Kidd and Doncic, the mentorship there. Luka, he's doing everything that LeBron did as a young guy.
I think
that's how good Doncic is.
I think Doncic is probably happy that Jason Kidd is his coach. He's going to learn a lot from him.
Fed him perfectly.
That was so nice. Bjelica.
It's like you watch Iguodala and Porter and Bjelica, and Andre here. Just wait for the cut. But if you're a young guy, just move because these veterans all know what they're doing.
I love Iguodala in the middle, just as the playmaker.
Andre stopped caring about stats about 5 years ago. No, the only stat, if you really know basketball, look at Andre Iguodala's plus minus game after game after game. Basically, when he's on the floor, good things happen because he's about winning.
He can affect the game in so many different ways.
And you talk to Andre, it's like, okay, what do we need? Hey, we're not rebounding tonight. I'll go rebound. We need to move the ball better. I'll run this offense. Wait, this guy's scoring. I'll play defense. I'll shut him down.
He can still defend at a high level.
That's and I loved when we had Joe Lake upon. He wants Andre Iguodala to retire as a Warrior. This will be 7 years with the Dubs. And I don't know how many more years Andre wants to play because business-wise, he's done incredibly well. But this guy's a gift, man.
He is.
You want to learn how to play basketball, you watching a genius.
He tried a no-look to Damian Lee. Damian Lee got fooled by it. I just love how he takes care of his body. We've seen it throughout the preseason. He's had some really nice dunks. Still got some juice in those legs. He's figured it out.
He skipped out on a couple golf outings to work out. How serious is he about this?
Yeah. He does really love basketball and take it seriously.
Well, he takes his golf seriously.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's how you can tell.
Dennis Smith Jr. with McLemore. There's Iguodala pushing ahead, directing traffic. Andre in the middle of everything, waited for the runner. Bjelica. It's a good recovery by Marquise Chris. Bjelica, good recovery in his own right.
Just keep running. Get back.
Now, this will be, I think, a lot of the second unit. I think that's why Steve has this five-man group there. Jordan with Damian Lee.
Backcourt.
He did go backcourt. He was kind of saying I was shoved into it, but Jordan Poole with Porter, Bjelica, Damian Lee, Iguodala. You're going to see that group, I think, at various times, and that's a good bench group right there.
It is. It is. And the Warriors want to keep the turnovers down. We've seen a good amount of them this game. They've done a pretty good job for most of the preseason, but just want to continue to take care of it.
So Trendon Watford, the undrafted rookie out of LSU, checks in.
He's got some stretch four potential, but he's a guy that actually needs to shoot it more. Can kind of be hesitant, reluctant to shoot it. Just gain more confidence.
There's the Dennis Smith Jr. from a couple of years ago, but it went off his own shoulder. It'll be Warrior ball.
The bench, the Warriors bench loves the block. He got up pretty high. The Warriors are ready for it.
Poole sent away. And it's a goaltend.
Hit the backboard first.
Greg Brown saying, no, it didn't. But once it touches the backboard, by definition, it's ruled coming down and not allowed to contact the ball at all. Lee moved his feet nicely. Brown missing there. Rebound scramble to Watford. Ellaby,
there you go.
like you
He shoots it so well. Usually that's like shooting at a moving target. Warriors have been in kill mode the whole game.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Raise me to me writing up tune and drive them crazy. But I'm when I two born Jamaican, ready for the girl them in every situation. We are the girl them proud, they know we flow with the lyrical content that make them the flow. And make the club keep jumping, turn up the bass when you hear this pumping. Summertime bounce to the music, people choose it. Sound up the girl I cruise it, well reputed car. We are the girl them champion, got enough of them like the great King Solomon. Many girls on my eyesight, sexy just like when them ready for your art, not just give me the light and make we blaze it, the roof we have to raise it again. We be burning, not concerning what nobody wanna say. We be earning dollars, turning, cause we mind it, how we pay.
Steph Curry can make a preseason game must-see TV. 41 points in 30 minutes. 7 of 14 on threes. Enough highlights to last you the month of October. He hit something else. 2 4-point plays. 20 points in the third quarter by itself. And the entertainment factor for Mr. Curry is off the charts.
His celebrations and his handshakes are in regular season form.
Also, too, Steph got a luxury suite at the Giants game and brought the team yesterday, basically.
Yeah. Support, the Bay Area support.
But from the leadership standpoint,
Coach Kerr was there, Draymond.
You think about it, with Steph and Draymond, Iguodala and Clay, you're so locked in. I mean, make a case for all 4 of those guys ending up in the Hall of Fame when it's all done.
Right.
Steve Kerr, all he's got is 8 championships as a player and a coach.
All Hall of Fame people, too.
Yep. The one thing with Andre that there'll be no stats for it, could you pick someone better to mentor Moses Moody and Jonathan Kuminga?
No, you could
small
not.
forwards in the league?
No, you couldn't.
Missing there.
It's a good box out from Jordan Poole. He's trying to put bodies on people, continue to do the little things. Yeah, the game's in hand, but you want to continue to play the right way, put some good things on film.
Those are the timeouts Steve Kerr's used in the preseason. It's on a defensive breakdown or not getting back on defense or not boxing out. I was saying I'm pleased with a lot of things, but hey, we want to win games at an elite level. You can't have slippage on that stuff. Bielitsa battling that one out.
He's got some range.
Bielitsa 12, Draymond 10, Jordan Poole 14, Steph 41. A lot of guys in double figures tonight. Brown missing there, and Damian Lee the rebound. But yeah, there's no accident that Steve Kerr's using this group. And then I'm just going to guess that Juan Toscano Anderson would be the next guy in. Jordan Poole took a little contact there. McLemore's going to continue to fire, but 1 of 6. Jerry Pickett.
Sometimes you get rewarded for it, though. Did it at the right time.
I'm just not happy with the lack of a foul call on that drive. Jordan's going to get an excuse me foul there.
Try to get over from the weak side, clog that lob up.
And Iguodala's telling him. So Juan Toscano Anderson, Chris Chiozza, and Moses Moody will check in.
Chiozza played really well against the Lakers that last game.
I think Chiozza on a two-way contract. You need, a caddy for Steph Curry, but you also need someone who can run the team and hit open shots. I think Chris Chiozza, it's a very good signing.
He's gritty. He's got some toughness. He can definitely get penetration. You got the quickness.
That's the thing, you and I were able to check out a couple scrimmages and be at camp. Chemistry is there. The open practice guys are having so much fun. The team is putting together. The style that guys play have all fit in.
It's been fun to watch. Dennis Smith Jr. is trying people to no avail. He keeps losing it on the way up, getting blocked.
Dallas to New York, Detroit, now here in Portland for Dennis Smith Jr. Jordan Bell got his pocket picked. It's a nice play by Watford all the way. Had the steal and then pretty nifty finish between two defenders.
The handle in traffic, pretty impressive.
Elite catch and shoot 3. Interesting, the deeper reserves for the Blazers as Watford is fouled.
He's actually a pretty good low post scorer. Watford is.
Say that, is there are minutes after their initial starting 5, which is very good. And Anthony Simons will play. That's 6. Who fills out the rest of the rotation for Chauncey Billups? So a couple of free throws coming as we step aside. Powered by Cisco WebEx. They made the trade for Larry Nance Jr., so he'll be one of the bigs that's in the rotation.
Yeah, Watford is their two-way contract, but again, just with the shooting for him, just needs to be more consistent and then not as reluctant to shoot it. It looks like he's getting more assertive.
Juan Toscano Anderson really knows this system, knows how to move the ball. Chiozza set up Moody, and Chiozza with a rebound, giving it back to Moody again, and in and out of Jordan Bell's hands.
I was about to say the ball movement is devastating. It was a little too devastating for Jordan Bell there. Couldn't catch it. It's coming a little hot there. You want to maybe take something off of that little touch pass. Put some air under that thing.
I think it's been a good camp for Moses Moody, too.
It has been.
I mean, the Laker game, he struggled shooting the ball, and he had some kind of welcome to the NBA moments. But this is, again, when Jordan Poole was drafted, he was 20. Kuminga Moody, this guy's 18, 19, 20 years old. Wiseman, 20. It takes a little while.
And you've seen some flashes from Moody. That's a pretty good
Speaking of flash. Perfectly done.
He heard me. Flash in from the weak side.
Weak to strong, get the ball and finish.
Well, that's what you expect from young guys. They're not going to be super consistent usually, as long as you see flashes of brilliance, and then hopefully they put it together more and more, get more confident, more knowledge, more experience. You got great vets on this team. Brown, the third.
The one thing with Moody, playing for Eric Musselman in Arkansas, NBA concepts are not like a foreign language.
True.
So I think Moody, there's a reason when you're SEC Newcomer of the Year and all that, his understanding of the game, I think, was at a nice elevated level.
And he went against great competition. You got some techs here. Preseason chippiness.
There's 4:11 remaining in the preseason.
Come on, guys. Let's land this plane. What are we doing?
Jordan Bell doing some talking. Watford was doing some talking.
It is not that serious.
Were you ever physically afraid of an opponent where you went, I don't know if I want to chirp at this guy because...
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Ron Artest started talking one time, but I wasn't scared. I knew he wasn't probably going to do anything. That's the one guy you think, oh, well, maybe this guy could go off the rails here and do something crazy, but I could hold my own, and I had some teammates that could hold their own too. Baron Davis and Steven Jackson, all these guys. So I had some good guys in my corner.
He had the offsetting tees and then the over and back turnover. I always got a kick out of, this is the quietest warrior, right? Kevon Looney loved playing alongside David West.
Oh, yeah. Everybody respected him around the league.
Because Kevon said, I could say anything, and no one was going to mess with me if David West was on the floor with me at the same time. David West. I don't think anybody wanted any part of David West.
That's the guy you want in your corner.
Chiozza. Just a three-point shooter. Closes Moody. He's got a little more game.
He's sneaky athletic, though. You sleep on him, he will wake you up.
Damian Lee, nice steal there. Push ahead Chiozza. D. Lee rewarded. Moody!
The first time. They're going to learn tonight.
Moses Moody. High-rising back-to-back. The bench was loving it.
You better put a body on him. He just keeps giving him a runway.
What? He was the 14th pick. Minka, the 7th pick, who's equally athletic, if not more so.
Just flying in there. Don't just stand on the outside. Get in on the action. Look, no one's even close to him. Don't give me a runway. I will use it.
The timing on that, it's not like the ball ricocheted right to him.
Nah.
That one did.
That was, he tapped glass there. He's loving it. The bench is loving it. Up off their seats.
See, this is
Klay Thompson leading the cheers. Watch your head.
Yeah, I mean, this is the stuff that you can't teach that in terms of, you got a group of guys, and this is where Bob Myers and Larry Harris and Mike Dunleavy and these guys, Kirk and Kent Lacob, how's someone going to fit in personality-wise? Who's going to fit in with the group? Where's the leadership? Where's the fun factor? And teams that get along, man, you can sense it.
Yeah, you can't really teach camaraderie or try to encourage it or teach fun. Hey, guys, we got to have more fun. What are we doing? You got to cheer for each other. No, this is just their nature. It's the people they are, led by Steph. It's what they've really established here as a culture.
2:54 remaining. This Warrior team is ready for this year. This is going to be a fun ride.
They got free T-shirts. That's right, the Dub Squad don't just give them away. You gotta earn it. Make some noise if you want a free T-shirt.
Race in America tonight. That is after Dubs Talk. Our friend Monty Poole, with Dr. Keith Harrison, our buddy Jamal Crawford, and Sean Powell, who's covered the NBA forever. That is following Dubs Talk Live tonight. And Monty Poole has done an exceptional job with all of the episodes of Race in America.
Yeah, they've had a lot of meaningful conversations with a lot of really important people.
Opening night for the Sharks. It's tomorrow at 6:30. Good to see the NHL rolling and fans in buildings. Same with the NBA starting next Tuesday with the Warriors and Lakers. Down in LA, Warriors Clippers on Thursday here at Chase Center. It's getting better and better in the sports world. Return pass to Jordan Bell. Chioza to JTA. Arm shot it long and strong. LJ Figueroa, who was just signed, has checked in. And Figueroa, St. John's, Oregon. The Warriors looking for possible roster addition to the big club, also filling out maybe some of the G League situations.
Yeah. You got some time here. See if you can get to your game fast. Show them what you got.
Well, that's the one thing, too, is with the Exhibit 10 contracts.
Right.
There are some, you have to be on a roster and then start to do some things after that. But I'll tell you what, if you're going to a Santa Cruz Warrior game, you might see Kuminga, you might see Moody, you might see Wiseman. I don't know if he have in Santa Cruz for a game. I don't think so, but it could happen.
There he is.
Figueroa with a steal. Got it knocked away.
Trying to turn some heads. Do something to get someone's attention. Like, oh, he's in the game. Make sure they know you're in there.
Warriors will have tomorrow off. They'll be able to flip that in. They'll practice Sunday, get on a plane Monday, and deal with the Lakers on Tuesday.
This is it. The regular season is starting. I can't wait.
Full 82 gamer.
Yes.
That's two shortened seasons. Figueroa missing that corner three. But this Western Conference, Lakers, Clippers, Denver, Dallas, the Warriors, Utah,
yeah,
and all the success they have had. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of competitive teams.
Memphis with Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr.
He said it. Warriors owe Memphis. Knocked them out of the playoffs last year, that play-in tournament.
Memphis has a really good squad, although as Ellaby finishes there. Dylan Brooks banged up to start the year. Same thing with Zion Williamson for New Orleans. Although our man Willie Green and Jaron Collins are in New Orleans. I'd like the Pelicans to do well when they're not playing the Dubs, but those are two amazing gentlemen on the coaching staff.
Yeah. Brandon Ingram with the Pelicans. Still underrated, in my opinion.
I want to see, and we'll see it on the homestand, the Bulls with Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, then you got Vucevic.
Yeah.
That Chicago team.
That's the end of homestand, right?
I think that's the last one.
Shot,
you can have LaMelo Ball and Charlotte
middle of it.
Dubs Talk Live is going to be coming up right after the game. We were hoping to talk to Bielitsa before Grant Liffman and Kendra Andrews. And then the nice thing with Automatic or Auto Corner Jr. is if it works out, we give Grant a lot of credit. If it's a complete failure, we blame Grant
basically
and just wash our hands of it and walk away. So either way, it's good for us.
Right.
I think I'm going to just ask Otto what he wants. There we go. Hitting a three. How many guys hit threes tonight?
Yeah, his stroke looked pretty good there.
It?
Don't be afraid to shoot it.
If you're big now, you've got to develop a set shot three.
Because you got to be a threat. Keep the defense honest.
Spacing the floor becomes critical. Roundhouse back iron. Final 22 seconds. That will be a miss there. Jordan Bell fights for that rebound. Moody's got it. No need to shoot. Shot clock off.
Figueroa was pointing up. Moody's like, no, we're not doing that, bro.
The Warriors have never gone undefeated in the preseason. Now, they only started keeping track of that after 1980. Preseason doesn't matter. But if you're going to keep scoring, you might as well win. And Warriors did it easily with 41 from Steph Curry, only 30 minutes.
It's just about trying to get better every single game, trying to improve, put your best foot forward. Don't make it a wasted night. The Warriors haven't done that on any night this preseason.
119-97.
They understand the way the Warriors want to play, and they're fitting in really nicely. And the Warriors know this Portland Trailblazer team has struggled in the past defensively. So if they keep playing the way they've been playing with the ball movement, the body movement, they should get what they want.
Andrew.
So happy when I'm not with you, but then you saw
think that I would always stay. I said some things that I should never say. Yeah, I broke your heart like someone did to mine. And now you won't love me for a second time. I don't know why I run away. Oh girl, I make you cry when I run away. Girl, take me back, 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. I realize that I'm much too late, and you deserve someone better. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. I make you cry when I run away. Save your tears for another day. Ooh, girl, I said save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day.
You know the brand. It rhymes with, I need those.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, staring at your dress 'cause it's see-through. Yeah, talking all the shit that you done been through. Yeah, say that you a lesbian, girl, me too. Hey, girls want girls where I'm from. Hey, yeah, girls want girls where, girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, girls want girls where, hey, well, girls want girls where I'm from. Hey, can I play a player, babe? I grew up with Drea face. I done seen the realest ones come and leave a crazy way. Had to take my spot, it wasn't something they just gave away. Sorry to all my fans that might have called me on a crazy day. Fuck you niggas thinking trying to block me on a fadeaway. I been on that shit, I only vibe with a payday. Say you go that way, I guess we both go the same way. Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, yeah, where we both from. Hey, and you just got to Miami, need hotel rooms. Niggas told you that they love you, but they fell through. So you shot in 42, 'cause you, hey, then you throwing on that dress 'cause it's see-through. Yeah, talking all the shit that you done been through. Yeah, texting me and say I need to see you. I don't know, I don't know. I might come, I might go, I don't know. I don't know. I might come, I might go, I don't know. Staring at your dress 'cause it's see-through. Yeah, talking all the shit that you done been through. Yeah, say that you a lesbian, girl, me too. Hey, girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where, yeah. Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, girls want girls. yeah. Girls want girls while I'm
My girl got a girlfriend. Ain't tryna be out of shape. What's the help on them curls? Then them gym don't work, get surgery. I'll pay for that, my courtesy. Can't imagine no bitch curving me. I put in that work overly. I handle business. And I got two pretty bitches. Keep them both on fleek. They got matching beans and matching AP. Now they can really call each other twins. I'm cool with all the owners. They love me. So they gon' let us in and bring all of your peers and look better with more people. We got 1942 Casamigos. It's getting heated. They gotta follow us in the Uber. My car filled up with shooters. It be lights, camera, action. When you with us, it's a movie. I don't drive my coupe to house parties. I'm tryna leave with two yeah. Don't nobody know the shit that we do. She like eating pussy, I'm like me too. I can't wait to get out work to go and see you. Please bring your girlfriend along with you. Y'all been on my mind too much, like what the fuck is wrong with me? She said it's something about the way a girl just makes her feel. Whatever you been dreaming about, I swear to make it real. Just run around the town with me, then come lay down
I
with
don't know. I might come, I might go, I don't know. I might come, I might go, I don't know. Staring at your dress cause it's see-through. Yeah, talking all the shit that you done been through. Yeah, say that you a lesbian, girl, me too. Hey, girls want girls where I'm from. Hey, well, yeah, girls want girls where, yeah, well, yeah. Girls want girls where I'm from. Oh, yeah, yeah, girls want girls where, hey, well, girls want girls where I'm from. But I know you wanna roll with the gang, and I know you want the finest of things. Asking me about settling down, cause you know that things are going my way. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Feeling young, but they treat me like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess we gon' see. I won't put no money on his head, my niggas owe me. I gotta be single for a while, you can't control me. Uno, those trades, and I'm too about it. And the dirt that they threw on my name turned to soil, and I grew up out it. Time for y'all to figure out what y'all gon' do about it. Big wheels keep rolling, rolling. I'm outside, 29. G5, Seaside, I've been losing friends and finding peace. But honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. If I ever heard one, and I'm still here outside. Front line, south side, I've been losing friends and finding peace. Honestly, that sound like a fair trade to me. Look, don't invite me over if you throw another pity party. Looking back, it's hard to tell you where I started. I